Alright, welcome to DDG's photography Photoshop tutorial. Part 1 would be sharpening sceneries. So to start off with, we'll grab a fresh photo of a scenery, so like this one. And what we would want to do is make a duplicate. That could be done on a Mac by Command J or Control J if you're on Windows. Okay. Next step is to actually zoom in to 200%, and you go to the bottom right corner. Okay, at this point you'll probably want to go filter. You'd actually want to go to filter, sharpen, and unsharp mask. So usually it's at 100% amount, but for this one we'd want it 150. Now if you don't notice it, if you keep deselecting and selecting preview, you can see the differences in the effects. So as you can see here, without it, it's a bit blurry. With it, it's actually more sharper. We'll do this on the eyes. Right, so now we'll zoom out a bit, back to 25%, and we'll grab a lasso tool and select the edges of what you actually want to blur. So for this, for this photo, you'd want to blur out the actual background and keep the foreground nice and sharp. So, depending on your photo, you may want to include trees, but for this tutorial, we'll just deselect it. We'll turn it into the background. So now we just trace all over. No, it doesn't have to be perfect because you'll just basically redefine it and you'll just blur out the edges. So don't worry about that. Okay, so here it is. Now we'll go back to select and inverse it so that we only blur out the background, not the foreground. Once we do that, we'll redefine the edge, and as you can see, there it is. And we'll add a 50 pixel so that just that bit will blur. Now this will make it a little bit more easy for us to actually. Right, so there it is. Now you don't notice anything just yet. So what we'll do is we'll grab a soft edged eraser and select it, and we'll go select inverse it again so that we only erase the background. So start erasing. I've got a little laggy, so now erase it just okay. Now if you want to zoom in to back to 200%, as you can see, it's a little bit more noticeable. So yeah, there we go. Sharp there, over here. If you don't notice the difference, deselect it. Click the view button for layer 1 and keep deselecting so that you notice that there is actually a difference. So here's with it, here's without it. As you can see, it just blends here, the edge of the redefined edge. So now we'll zoom back to 25%, and to make it a little bit more potent or a little bit more better, we'll go back to layer 1 and we'll go to normal and we'll change it to overlay. Now, over here we'll go back to filter. After we've overlaid it, you go to filter, other, and high pass. Now here you tend to good. For this one it's good. You can change it to let's say 5.5, 5.0 and change, or you can just stick to 10 like we've done here. There it is. Now it's a little bit more better, as you can see. The foreground here is a lot more sharper than the background here, whilst it all looks great. So there it is. Now all you have to do to end it is just flatten and save. There you go.